now. Both teams have 5 team fouls, so that's where we're at the moment. They got those 2 more fouls, the Cape Town Tigers. They had to use them, and they used them intelligently, but now it's 5-5, so let's see where this goes now. The ball flung out, you've got to move, and no one was there. That is an easy 3.
Can't have a lapse of concentration like that right out the timeout. A wide open 3 for Gonçalves, and he makes it count.
Tiara's limping, which is not a good sign, and they lose possession. And Sam Kello goes charging up, and there's the ball that goes up. That's going to be a foul. Well, how about that for Petro? There's some injured players on the floor, I'm afraid, and that is having an impact. Sam Kello, I don't know if he's still hurting as well a little bit.
When you look at the pick off in the passing lane, the attack inside, wow, strong take there from Gonçalves, and it could be a quick 5 points here out of the end of game break and put Petro in a commanding position.
Have to be smart, they have to be totally connected. The synergy here between the Tigers players needs to be all about understanding, playing together, taking your time, not getting rushed, because that was a fast and furious start from Petro and Luanda. The Angolans, they know what it's like to get into a final. They've been here before.
They come out with the right tone, and the empty trip there for Gonçalves. They were 71% from the free throw line as a team. And I think there is a foul called, contact call there, 4th foul on Cummins, so it's going to allow Brian Bridgeforth to shoot on the other side.
Well, is his 4th or his 5th, Cummins?
It is his 4th personal foul. Remember, he went off with the 3 early on in that first half.
Well, these are all the moments that we're expecting now, because the physicality and the fatigue combined, there's going to be little misjudgments, there's going to be extra aggression, and we're going to see players who are going to, get caught up and snagged.
Big match temperament matters, the ability to think under pressure, make pressure plays under pressure. That is all required here from both teams.
Well, the second shot doesn't go for Bridgeforth, missing both. Not the ideal start. Petro and Luanda take the ball up court, 4:33 left to play in this first dose of overtime, which could be the only one, unless we're level. Faust. Dundao cuts inside, loses possession, picked up. Deng. He'll have to wait for support. Down into the corner is Diarra. Sam Kello. Sam Kello for 3. He doesn't manage to get it, and it's Johnny Petro tries to get it. That's a good layup. Racing up into enemy territory, 5-point lead.
Yeah, they're going to call a quick timeout. They have to. It's a 5-0 scoring run. It's been threatening for Petro de Luanda. The miss shot, quick recognition there from Gonçalves. The run out from that man, Jonah Lopez, and he finishes for 2.
Yeah, fast transition, good smart vision, and points to celebrate with at the end.
There's very little time for a turnaround, and you spoke a little bit about fatigue, Robbie. It is a factor for sure, but a team that's locked in and locked on and focused on execution right out of the timeout, and sometimes it can feel like it's a different game in overtime, and it looks like it's a different game right now because Petro definitely coming out of that full-time break just a little bit more sharp and making better decisions in the first minute of this overtime.
And you've got to feed off the adrenaline as well, which is super important. You've fought so hard to get yourself into overtime. You don't want to let go of it now, and it's going to be vital for the Tigers to stay in this. But they've got to keep an eye on Petro because they're moving fast. They're moving the ball fast.
We've had 9 lead changes. We've been tied 7 times, and we still have 4 minutes of this overtime to play.
Usher.
Well, just listening into Coach Sergio Moreno, he's saying they need to play with a 24-second shot clock. They need not to rush. Of course, they have a 5-point lead, and anything can happen within that time, but no pressure on them. The pressure is on the Cape Town Tigers.
Dang. Sam Kello trying to get himself free. Has a screen there for Bridgeforth. Tries to go up, swatted away. Look at that, Johnny Petro with a defensive block, and he steals the ball.
Great defensive possession that for Petro. Great block from Johnny Petro.
Diarra is still limping, trying to deal with Faust, who's in the corner. Dundao, shot clock down to 7. 3:25 left on the clock. Need to get a shot in. 3:25. Lukeni goes up, has to go up. Oh my! Big time shot. Lukeni Gonçalves.
He's absolutely come alive in this overtime and turned on. I don't even know what switch that is, but he switched it all up for Gonçalves.
8-point lead. 3 minutes to go. Sam Kello gets the ball out. Sivagnoli goes up. Another chance, another block. Bridgeforth gets fouled to the free throw line. This is maybe where they're going to get their points.
Well, the first thing that he did well is stop the clock and an opportunity to just maybe get some semblance of composure for the Cape Town Tigers on the offensive end. Sivagnoli trying to battle inside. Bridgeforth up into the arms of Petro. He'll pick up his second foul.
Now it's about delivering from the free throw line if you want to play with the big boys from Angola.
Gets the first. He had an empty trip late there in the fourth quarter. He might bring him some comfort there, Bridgeforth.
Sivagnoli unable to get the rebound. Cummins does the business. The men in yellow take it up court. It's as though they've been here before. You can see they've got that demeanor as if they've been here before, which they have. Calm and collected. Lukeni cuts inside from the cold. Faust for three. Comes off the front of the rim. Deng picks it up. Down into the corner. Sam Kello drops it in. That's a nice little move. Oh, it goes in. That's a great score from Bridgeforth. He's up to double figures.
Good find from Bridgeforth. Had position on the inside. Now they bring it back within 2 possessions.
5 points. Gonçalves. Petro lingering, waiting to take the pass. He doesn't get it. Dundao is 4 seconds. Got to go for the shot. Flung down into the corner. There's the shot from Gonçalves. Goes over the shot. Oh, it's been made safe. Oh, that is a great rebound. Stealing the ball out of the hands of that man Sivagnoli. Petro doing the damage.
Sivagnoli rebounds and tapped out as he brings the ball down from Dundao. That's a crucial steal for Petro de Luanda.
Good pass out. Gets rid of his man as there contacts though. Picked up Sivagnoli. Oh, Sivagnoli gets it. He does get it, and he gets the score. That's just incredible. It's a Bridgeforth, of course.
Bridgeforth hustling hard and is keeping hopes alive for the Cape Town Tigers.
Got to keep an eye on the clock, though. It's a 5-point difference, 1:23. And they're using the clock, but the shot clock going down to 7 seconds now. Lukeni's hit a big three. Cummins looks to mid-range. Faust for three. Oh, Faust hit the big shot. That is unbelievable. 7-3. Good score. Look at that, Deng, with a 2-pointer just to kind of erase that. That was fast and furious. Great reaction.
Lightning quick. They needed that score. Well, that's great shot making there from Nicholas Faust.
They're using the clock. They're not putting any pressure on them. They got to get in their faces a little bit. Otherwise, they're just going to use the clock big time. Dundao in possession. Cutting down to 2 seconds. There it goes. Petro! Dunk time!
They seem to have the clutch gene right now, Petro de Luanda, and it's a multitude of players making the right plays.
Oh, Johnny Petro swatting it away. Sam Kello able to get in there. It's an 8-point game. There's 25 seconds remaining. This is Petro. This is about Petro, I'm afraid. Faust goes up. Doesn't get his 3-pointer, but they flick the ball backwards. And Petro and Luanda have done it. They've done enough. 14 seconds remaining. Foul has been committed. Johnny Petro is scoring.
Yeah, he has been the difference maker alongside Gonçalves here in overtime. You have a look at this work on the defensive end. Clears out that attempt from Pele. And that brings some joy to the bench of Petro de Luanda. And they can think about it's been a very different team coming out of that full time.
He's going to sleep easy tonight.
That's, I think that's what that means.
Maybe. I'm just guessing. Anyway, Johnny Petro didn't play a single second in the seeding game, and then all of a sudden comes on as a key player off the bench. and all of a sudden 44 points off the bench coming into the overtime.
They completely outscored Cape Town from a bench perspective. 45 to 18 with that make, and they have been surreal.
Well, that's up to 50 now because of the points from Johnny Petro and shielded him down. Last few seconds here. Shot clock. Well, no, it's not even a shot clock. 10 seconds. Well, there's Simeone with the dunk. 8-point difference, and that's it. Oh, there's we stop the clock.
So 5.7 seconds left. They still force Petro to go to the free throw line. You look at the pass there from Pele to Simeone. Quick score, quick foul. Down, going back to the same spot he was at just a little bit earlier.
Well, it is what it is. You know, what a battle to get this game into overtime. Those killer points at the start of overtime was basically, you know, that was the deliverance. That's how Petro won this game.
It kind of set the tone for overtime for Petro, and once they made that many confidence levels high, they just turned it on both ends of the floor.
Dundao hitting more points from the free throw line. 5.7 seconds remaining. The scenario, well, it's been fascinating today. And Dundao delivering once again. The Cape Town Tigers, they've shown so much grit, so much courage, but they come up short. It's Petro and Luanda who will go into the final of the Basketball Africa League Season 4 with a victory over the Cape Town Tigers. They're back into the final, not the first time, second time for them. They lost against US Monastir in Season 2. And this was, well, it was a mammoth-sized performance from the men in yellow. They've come and they clawed themselves back against AS Douanes, and here they are.